Okay, so I actually got a question here from Gordon Ryan, of all people. So a question from Gordon to you. So his question was, from a technical standpoint, what did you feel separated you from the rest of the competition? It doesn't have to just be one thing, but what technically, in your opinion, kind of made you stand apart from the crowd and allowed you to easily submit the people of your generation and even the younger generations? You know, obviously your span at the IBJJF worlds lasted such a long time. So what did you feel that you were doing, you know, technically different than a lot of other people?
I mean, technically not much. You know, I don't know exactly how other people train because I was not there. But you cannot be that much different than what I was doing. You know, I was trained really hard. I've trained as much as I can. I try to develop skills in different situations, you know, like I said, with the specific training. And I mean, as far as training, that's all you can do. You know, you can train really hard every day or 3 times a day or 5 times a day, but you know, as far as training goes, that's all you can do. And I think there's no doubt about it. What separates me from the other guys is my mind. You know, that's what separates people who actually achieve, you know, something really big from everyone else that is trying. I think every aspect in life, anything, regardless of what it is, regardless of what you're trying to do, there's 1,000 people who wants the same things of you, regardless anything. And a lot of the times you're not the most hard worker in the group. You're not. So how come, you know, some people they actually push themselves far away from the rest? It's 100% is the mentality. It's, you know, your body can only push you up to a limit. You know, after that is only the mind.
You know, looking at your career, you've been able to kind of stay ahead of a lot of the trends in the sport, a lot of the technical trends, a lot of the lapel stuff, and you know, a lot of changes in the technical evolution. You stuck to your style and you were able to stay dominant. And you know, one of the guys, obviously, right now is you know, with Nogi specifically, Gordon Ryan. He's kind of presenting some new challenges for the Nogi game. And I'm not asking you how would you do against Gordon specifically, but somebody with that tool set, somebody with those techniques, and then the Nogi, what would you do against somebody like that? You know, how would you, what do you think the mistake is that people are making against an athlete or a competitor such as Gordon?
Uh, I don't think I would have done anything different. I mean, I would just train as hard as I can. You know, I could for, you know, of course, he's a huge challenge. You know, you have to be fully prepared to fight someone like him. So, you know, in terms of preparation, I would just, you know, train my best to be on my top shape. You know, like I always had for big fights. Is, you know, you cannot underestimate anyone. And you know, in terms of technical, I don't think I would have done anything. It's not because it would have been him or anyone else. You know, let's say if I decided to, you know, if I would have fight ADCC, you know, again tomorrow, you know, I would have trained exactly the same as I trained when I fought in 2005. You know, I don't think I need to change anything else. It's you know, training this, I would have just trained like I always did. And you know, you ask me what I think he puts Gordon different, you know, for him achieving what he's doing is, I mean, it's definitely his mind, you know, the way that I see. You can see that the determination that he has, and you know, the amount of effort he's putting on his training is, I mean, I know that because he trains in New York and my cousin's academy. So, I mean, his will is probably bigger than his opponent, you know. So he's the kind of guy that trains like a maniac for years. That's why he's putting him ahead of others, you know. That's why he's making him achieve what he's doing. You know, you can see the way he believes himself. That's his biggest weapon. You know, when you have that self-belief, that alone puts you in a very dangerous spot for your opponents, because, you know, you add that to the hard training. What else can you do? You know, and he's been dedicating to that, to his to develop his skill levels for so many years now in Nogi. You know, and you don't see any other jiu-jitsu fighters doing that. You know, they kind of doing gi and Nogi. He's like committed to years and years of training to to develop his skills. And he's the way that he sees himself. He really believes in himself that he can win. So that it's when you have that kind of belief, it makes you a very dangerous fighter, your opponent.